What is up, guys? Today I'm going to talk about why I think Bloodborne is the best From Software game out of Dark Souls, Sekiro, and Demon Souls. Now let's talk about the world. The world in Bloodborne I just absolutely love. It's very mysterious, different from Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and even Sekiro, because Dark Souls, Demon Souls, and Sekiro, even though Sekiro is a completely different world, it's still kind of in a way similar to Dark Souls and Demon Souls. And then Dark Souls and Demon Souls are very much similar with, the night type of maps and the castles and all that stuff, while Bloodborne is more of a dark 1700s style type of city, and which is really cool. Then you have, the Forbidden Woods and Old Yarnum as well, and it just has so much lore in them. You could tell it has a lot of history and a lot of lore in these different places, and it makes it just more intriguing rather than Dark Souls and Demon Souls, where it's kind of, you have the castles, you also have the forests and the dwells and all that stuff. And yes, it is interesting, I will say that, but they're both the same type of maps, and it just doesn't make it as interesting as Old Yarnum, where it's a whole city that's been burned and destroyed and all that stuff, which I think is really different and just unique and cool. So for the story, I just absolutely love Bloodborne's story, with the mysteriousness about why you go up to these different doors and people are yelling at you, and why you're signing a contract with your blood, and all these different questions arise in the beginning of the game that barely get answered and that you have to find out yourself, rather than in Dark Souls or Demon Souls or even Sekiro. You kind of have a known path in the game. You kind of know what you're doing, or you know what you are as a character and what your role is in the world, rather than Bloodborne, where you're just a hunter wandering the city, just killing these zombie-like things with no explanations of them at all. And one of my biggest highlights for the game is when, you have a whole creature invasion type of thing, which is absolutely just crazy and cool, to say the least. It just the game turns a whole 360, and I think I just completely love it. Now for the playstyle. The playstyle in Dark Souls and Demon Souls is more of a, dodge, counter, heavy attack type of playstyle. And Sekiro is a lot more aggressive with, dodging, jumping on the characters, backstabbing, all these different type of combos and all that in Sekiro. In Bloodborne, it's kind of mixed. You have that fast-paced gameplay, but also with the heavier style gameplay as well, with dodging, rolling, countering too. I think the guns in Bloodborne is a really good addition, better than the shield, because it's a lot easier to parry. It's also just cool because you can get machine guns and all this different stuff, rather than Dark Souls, Demon Souls, where you kind of just get, a shield that isn't really as interesting, or just a sword as well, but it makes it a lot harder and just, I feel, less mobile than in Bloodborne. Now, as I said before, Sekiro is probably the most mobile game for the character, where you're doing all these different flips and stuff, but I think Bloodborne is just a good touch of just Sekiro, like a pinch of Sekiro and a pinch of Dark Souls and Demon Souls, and that's Bloodborne. It's just perfect gameplay style than all the other games. Now, Bloodborne to me feels a lot less repetitive than Dark Souls, in my opinion, just because of how the world is. I feel like Dark Souls' world is very, kind of basic in a way. I wouldn't say basic, but very, castle type of world, like we've seen this before. But I would say Bloodborne's world is very different. As I said before, you have Old Yarnum, Yarnum itself, the Forbidden Woods, all these different places that it's nothing like any other game has. Rather than Dark Souls, you do have that, classic fantasy castle and the magical woods and all this different stuff, but in Bloodborne, you do not have that. Now, I must say though, Sekiro doesn't feel that repetitive either, but comparing Bloodborne to Dark Souls and Demon Souls, this game just feels a lot more playable. Now, challenge-wise, Bloodborne beats all of the From Software games. I mean, Bloodborne is super challenging. You have bosses like Orphan of Kos, Lady Maria, Ludwig, Lawrence, all of these super challenging bosses, and compared to Sekiro, Dark Souls, and Demon Souls, I wouldn't say they're nowhere near, but I think Bloodborne kind of wins, because even Orphan of Kos is considered like the hardest boss of all of the Dark Souls like games, or From Software games. So it really says a lot, and I think it has to do just because of the bosses themselves, just the mechanics for them. I mean, they're just super challenging, how they sometimes jump across the map, can reach you all the way across the map. I mean, these insane moves that they do. And compared to Dark Souls and Demon Souls and Sekiro, the boss mechanics are a lot less punishable and just not as crazy as Bloodborne's mechanics are for the bosses. But that about wraps it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what video I should do next. And also make sure you hit that bell post notification. I'll catch you guys later.